Well, hi there. How are you? I'm so glad you've come by. My name is Jennifer, and today we are just going to have a cozy day at home vlog. It's almost 3 p.m. I am standing in front of the bay window because it has been a really cloudy, like overcast, snowy feeling kind of day. Although I have to say, we barely have snow on the ground. I'm looking out the window right now. Now, last year we broke records, and I can't remember if we had over, and there's a reason why this is in my hand. I'm just realizing that I still have this in my hand. Okay, first let's talk about snow. Last year we had record-breaking snow, and I think we reached 10 feet or we broke 10 feet of snow for the season. But this year there's been hardly any. We broke records in October and got a ton of snow, but I'm looking at the mountains and they remind me of what they look like in the springtime when the snow is starting to melt away and you can start to see the rock and the trees, and it just gives a lot of texture to the mountains. It looks really beautiful. And we are in the middle of December. It's kind of amazing, but I am standing in the best light source in my house. And then I also have lights. I ordered lights when I first started this YouTube channel, almost now 3 months ago. I can hardly believe it. I ordered lights and I need to break into them. Maybe I'll do that today. We'll see. But it's going to be a cozy day at home. I want to catch you up on what's going on with my surgery. It's almost comical. I'm also trying right now the portrait mode for videos, and I'm going to see how I like it. I wouldn't use it all the time. I think it depends, but it looks kind of cool though. It looks like it must kind of blur this out a little bit and have me look almost like I'm forward in the video. Interesting background. I was doing a thumbnail. So I was sick for about a good solid week and a half. I still am I have the remnants, and I have been in my home for almost 2 weeks, but I will fill you in on that here in a little bit. I have this because I finally put up my tree. I've been working on putting up Christmas decorations and filming those. I love to do the voiceless, almost, I guess it would be really truly an ASMR video because I do have music in there, but I love those kind of videos. I add music to mine just because I think it could really use it, and it could use some help. But I really love filming those kind of videos. I take great pleasure in doing it. And I realized that I forgot to do my thumbnail. So I'm going to change out of this shirt. This was the shirt that I used to put this tree up, and it was covered. I didn't think I was going to be able to get all of the flocking off of my shirt, but it did. So I had to put this on so I could pose, and I've been using my my little duster to block my face like this for the thumbnails for the voiceless, and it's a lot of fun. I'll show you what I've done in my home. I'll fill you in here in a little bit. Let's go make some coffee, but I will show you, I'll turn us around and show you the mountains here in a little bit. This is the view. I'm going above the homes that are in my neighborhood right here, but it is really, really overcast and kind of dark. I love these mountains way down here. All right, so we are mobile now. I've got you in my hand. I'm still standing in front of the bay window. I've changed out of my green sweater, and I don't know if this is a scam or not. Okay, do any of you buy or sell on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist? I have done on both now for quite a while. I live in an older home, and here in Anchorage, Alaska, there are a lot of split level homes. I mean, there's a lot of different types of homes, but especially the older homes in the city are the traditional split level kind where part of the house is underground. It's not a full basement, it's partial. And so part of the lower level floor is below ground. It's this type of home where you could walk in through the front door and you could go downstairs, So part of the home is below ground. When you're down on the lower level, you can look out the window, but you see the ground. The window is like ground level. So there's a lot of split level homes here in Anchorage, a lot of older homes. And this particular home, we have been in it since 2005. And when we bought the home, we did a lot of work. We gutted out our whole bottom level. These walls used to be covered with like that old 70s paneling. The whole original house used to end right there. And but in 1980, the original owners added the entire back of the house, both lower level and upper level, and they did a lot of the work themselves or hired shady contractors because there were a lot of issues. And oh, the journey it's been. We moved into this house in 2005. We gutted a lot of the downstairs area, did mostly facelift work up here, but it didn't look like this. This has all been within the last 4 or 5 years now. The family and I have been remodeling. I wish I had some of my older photos on my phone, but I don't. They used to be on an older computer that now are all on like little flash drives, but I really need to find a different way where I can access them. But we've done a lot of work on this house as a family. So we've done a lot of different types of projects and work and everything in here, and it's been a whole amazing experience. But we've also repurposed a lot of materials. We've purchased furniture pieces like this column right here. That was a purchase off of Facebook Place or Craigslist, one of those things. Anyway, so we've done a lot. We've purchased a lot. Like this corrugated metal I bought off of an ad from a salvage company that tore down a cannery in the Kenai. And I fell in love with it. I got one shipment. I loved it so much. I needed another shipment. And we've purchased many things online and sold many things online. But sometimes it's so hard to tell if people are scamming you or not, or if it's a scam account. And I don't know, there's this weird person that's reaching out to me for these panels, and I'll take you down and show you what they are. But I kind of want to get a cup of coffee. So maybe we'll brew a cup of coffee first. I don't normally have coffee this late, but my daughter who's at home, so I have 2 adult children who are, we're kind of crooked, who are based at home. She is traveling with her beloved to go meet his family in Florida. So I will be bringing her to the airport tonight. We'll leave at midnight. She has a 2:30 flight, or I think maybe we're leaving at 12:30. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave at 12:30 tonight, so I will go. We have a lot of red-eye flights out of Anchorage to get to the East Coast. So they'll depart here, her and her beloved, at 2:30. They will arrive in Tampa, Florida around 4 or 5 p.m. the next day, so it'll be a long flight for her. But I slept in today. Yesterday was gonna be my day off, but that ended up not happening. So I'm like, you know what? I've got to be up late anyway. I'll just take today and sleep in. So I slept in, but it is 3:31 and I'm getting coffee in the tank. That way I am alert. I figure I'll just work on YouTube stuff. I want to decorate my tree tonight. And, but after I get my coffee, I'm going to show you these panels. I don't know. It's so weird. So as I was saying before, you know, I've done a lot of buying and selling on Facebook Marketplace because I'm always looking for something for the home. But, you know, sometimes I'll flip furniture. I love to, I painted on furniture. I did a really cool octopus desk once. So sometimes I'll flip furniture. A lot of times, you know, we'll bring things into the home and maybe they don't fit because this remodeling project has been ongoing now for a couple of years. We've just slowly been working on it, you know, not crushing it like, you know, a 6-month time period. we work on different projects at different times, and the home's evolving and changing all the time. I don't know if any of you are the same way. The house is always undergoing. And and it's so funny too, because I always swore I would never, ever, ever live in a fixer-upper. And that is exactly what this house is. I'll have to share that story one day. It's a long story. Regrettably, I am out of heavy whipping cream, so I'm going to go use some thick milk in here, and then I'll be back. It has less sugar. It's lactose free, so the sugar amount, because sugar in regular milk is higher. In this, it's only 6 grams of sugar per cup, which is very, very good. And it has more protein in it too. This has, for 1 cup, it has 13 grams of protein. So really good. I saw a dietitian this year because I am a woman in menopause and I have PCOS. Woo! Yeah, I had trigger finger surgery on both hands this year. Sometimes, they're better. I feel like they're weak, like they're not 100%. And every once in a while, I could lose things. And I almost lost that milk. That would have been really, really tragic. But back to people who scam. There are all kinds of weird scammers. My husband ended up losing money once on a scammer. They are so good. And I think the reason why scammers scam is because they do make money. And the problem is the unsuspecting individual is just that. They're unsuspecting. They're not looking out for being scammed. And I think you could even look out for being scammed and still get scammed. I don't know how many billions of dollars scammers make a year, but it's a lot. Anyway, so I've had a lot of people reach out to me for these panels, and let me show you. I'm going to take you off. Hold on. Here are those panels I was telling you about. So because we've been in this remodeling project, we repurpose a lot of material. We bring in a lot of different pieces of furniture and photos and collect different items. Some things work in the home, some things don't. I ended up working on these panels probably a year and a half ago. I think I have the original photo that was the ad, and they were all attached. I have 24 panels. They came in a set of 4, like the room dividers. I detached them. I distressed. They had some raised writing on them. I chipped all that off, distressed it, painted it, distressed it. A couple of layers of paint, actually, 2 layers of paint, distressed it, sealed it. Then I purchased dried flowers off of Amazon and Mod Podged those on there and sealed it. And originally with those panels, or I should say these panels, I wanted to do a headboard with them and attach several of them, create a headboard. I wanted to line them all along my bedroom walls. So I thought they would be really great. But have you ever done this if you're working on a project? And that is the story of this remodeling experience. And I think also as a creative person, you could work on something, pour your heart into it, you love it, and then afterwards it's like, you know what? I don't know if that works anymore. I think I've fallen out of love with it. That was the situation here. I fell out of love with these panels. So I have them for sale. I'm gonna prop you up here on my staircase. Okay, let's see if I can get you kind of amateur hour. Get you propped up. Here we go. And I'll show you some of these. So I've got them all up for sale right now. Just selling individual panels. I threw away the hardware forever ago, because like I said, they came in a set of 4 attached. I worked on them, and it's been at least a year and a half, if not potentially 2 years. They've just been sitting in storage. I was trying to love them, but this home remodeling process, because we, the family, so myself, my husband, and any of the children who have been living here in the home, we're all very creative people. So it's just been this unfolding process. And because it's been over time, like once something is in the home for a while, you kind of get a feel to see if it really fits. And they just didn't fit. I fell out of love with them. I'm like, I'm ready for them to move on. Anyway, so I've got them up for sale, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me. I've had people reach out to me who are doing a project out in the valley for theater. I had this one person, and I don't know, their account looks a little scammy, and the way that they're communicating with me feels scammy. They're supposed to be coming by tonight, so I'll fill you in and let you know, but I thought that I would show you. So I distressed them and with this yellow color, and did a variety of different styles of floral arranging and colors. It was a fun project. I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of people reaching out to me off on Facebook Marketplace, and they're like, those are so cool. I don't want to buy them. I don't have a space for them, but those are cool. So it's been fun. And now the backs aren't finished. Originally, they were just going to be flat up against the wall. The sides, tops, fronts are all sealed and finished. The backs are not, because originally they were just going to be hung. Although I had thought about painting the back as well and just sealing it. I never got around to it. I always meant to, but I kind of fell out of love with the project. Any of my creative people understand that process of falling out of love with something. They're really cool. What I should do is I should take you off of the staircase and show you these up close. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. But they're up for sale, and I'd rather take the money from the sale of these and put them towards something else. I'll show you up close. My next project is this front door. I purchased this front door. This is an 8-foot door. It's really cool. Now those are aluminum cast designs. I got those off of Facebook Marketplace. And then one of my daughters, the one who moved out last year and got married, she's so good at carpentry. She did all that wooden detail work. So what I want to do is take the same idea down the front of these doors. So these doors you could find them at Lowe's, but they were really expensive. And I'm somebody who loves a deal. Do you love a deal? Oh my goodness, I love a deal. There was a person who purchased those doors for their home, and they could not get the locking mechanism to work because the doors are 8 feet, the locking mechanism goes up into the jamb and down into the door jamb. See, these are like those little projects that you have when you live in a home that's being remodeled. I'm coming to get my coffee. And they could not get the locking mechanism to work, so they had them up for sale. And I was like, I wanted those doors. Those were the exact doors I wanted, and they were selling them for real cheap. My husband and son went and got them. Oh, I think I have pictures too of them being installed. And yeah, we got them, we installed them. My husband fixed the locking mechanism, and they look great. So what I want to do is order like those wooden appliques that you can get for furniture. And I want to create a faux carved door look, and that's going to be my project. So my surgery has been postponed to January 23rd. I tried to get it sooner, but no go. I'll fill you in on that. But we have got to make a lemonade out of lemons and work on other stuff. So I get to enjoy Christmas. I've been able to decorate. Originally, my family was gonna have to do all the decorating, but I've been able to do decorating. So I was supposed to have my surgery on the 10th of December. That was the postponed day. Originally, for my nose, I'm getting a septorhinoplasty. Originally, that surgery was November 21st. I ended up getting if this is the first time you've ever seen one of my videos, I got an ear infection in November. I had to go on back-to-back antibiotics. Then I ended up getting thrush because of the antibiotics. That was the reason why we had to postpone the first surgery. Well, then December 10th came around and my son brought home a nasty little viral cold, and he was patient zero. He was an incubus of viral plague, which is a quote from Devil Wears Prada. I got it, and it was getting close to my surgery. In fact, maybe I'll go sit down and I'll tell you about it. All right, well, I'm propped up with a couple of really cute things right here. By the way, so the person who I thought was scamming, they sent this really weird message, and it's an elderly person. Like, this person profile looks an elderly woman, like probably well into her 80s. And it seems like in a Facebook account that's been hacked because of the way that the person is communicating. It's too modern. Do you know what I mean? Like, it has this really weird vibe. And anyway, they sent me just a second ago before I got set up here, they sent me a message saying, because at first they're like, oh, I need your address. They're trying to get deals, but I think they're trying to get my PayPal information is what they're trying to do. You know, they had to go shopping. Then there's like all these people in line and they're getting married. And just now they're like, I'm heading out to the valley. Never mind. I'll get back to you after Vegas. It's really weird. And I knew these people were scammers. It's so odd. It's the strangest thing. Look at, so this poinsettia plant, my neighbor brought me, brought our family. Isn't that so sweet? And then look at this. So my friend Sally, my dear friend who we've known each other for years, if she's watching this video, I've not told a lot of people about my YouTube channel. I have forbidden my family from watching it. I'm like, I don't want anybody to watch this thing who knows me, at least for a year, so I can figure it out. But I've given a couple people permission. And my friend Sally, look at how beautiful this is. She's very, very talented with ceramics and painting. And look at how gorgeous it is. Sally, if you're watching, hi! And look at how beautiful it is. Anyway, she's really talented. And I thought he looked really cute right here. He could be an ornament, but I kind of like him right here. I think he's gonna live there. But how sweet and kind. Anyway, so my surgery ended up being postponed, and it was a really stressful week. I mentioned how my surgery had been postponed, which from the original date of November 21st. You know, I had the thrush after the ear infection. That all went away, and then my son came home with the viral plague. I ended up getting really sick. And I had only had about 2.5 weeks from the original date. And December 10th was my rescheduled date. And then the surgeon did not have any more dates available for the rest of the year, which of course, you know, deductibles, insurance, all that kind of stuff. So that will change probably what I will end up owing next year. And anyway, my son came home with the viral plague. Sure enough, I ended up getting it. And I've been in my home for like 2 weeks because for a good solid week and a half, I tried so hard to get better. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. I just need to get myself healthy. I was really, really sick. I was in my chair for a week. I was so ill. And my sinuses, I mean, it was just bad. Well, anyway, so December 10th was supposed to be my surgery. I was completely stressing out about it, not only just from being sick, but willing my body to try to get better. I was on all the cold medicine. I was taking vitamin C, and I did get better. but my sinuses were not 100% cleared. So I got an appointment to go see the PA the day before my surgery. My ear felt a little clogged. My eye duct felt like, it was like one side of my face felt a lot of sinus pressure. Are you that way? Like, I swear I'm like two halves put together. Like, different sides of my body react differently. This side of my face just was more clogged and swollen. This was also the ear that ended up getting an ear infection in November. And I went and saw the PA, and I already knew, and obviously I do not want to have any type of surgery, and especially a facial surgery with any kind of problem. I mean, I did not want it to be canceled. I have had many surgeries in my lifetime. I've never ever had to have one postponed. I've never had to have one postponed twice. But yeah, the PA, she looked in all here and she's like, absolutely not. You need to postpone. And she was mentioning, because here where I live, it is very, very dry and very cold. And she was mentioning how she was struggling with a handful of their nose patients already. And it's so dry, it's really hard to recover. And she's like, if you have, and she kept saying, it's up to you though, it's up to you. And I'm like, no, I'm in your office because I want you to give me your medical wisdom. And she's like, because I'm going in for revision. And she said, you know what it's like to have a cast where you can't breathe. It's all the mucus, the blood, the swelling. She's like, if you're, and my eustachian tube was a little clogged. She's like, if you have any problems, you are gonna struggle, which of course, obviously, that's not what I want. So we are postponed until January 23rd. I cannot believe it, but it is what it is. You know, it would have been nice, but honestly, I'm still, and I have a lot of allergies. I'm already allergic to earth. Already, I have sinus issues. I have allergy-related asthma. You know, add to it a cold. We're just gonna wait. So I've got a while now. I need to kind of really replan my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you've made it to this point in this crazy little vlog that is random, I'm a new YouTuber. I'm almost to 3 months. I can hardly believe it. I had all this planned for December. That's gone completely out the window. I've, trying to work around these surgeries, and it's been crazy. I would have totally done Vlogmas as a new YouTuber. I think that would have been fun, but I have at least been able, I'm going to be healthy for Christmas, or not healthy, but I won't be in a recovery state. So that's good. And I will take us around and go to some of the stores, look at some of the Christmas things. I've been cooped up in my home for 2 weeks, a week and a half, just trying to get healthy for surgery, and then just still kind of recovering. And I look forward to getting out. It's almost winter solstice. It's so dark out right now. It's been really cloudy. When it is a clear sky, it does get bright for a little while, but if it's an overcast day, it's just so dark all day long. But yeah, that is the situation. And I knew that these people were scammers. I think they want my PayPal information. But hopefully my panels will sell, and I'll have to take you around at some point in my home and show you the treasures. I love thrifting. I love going to antique shops, secondhand stores. I love Facebook Place and Craigslist to find treasures. I have found so many, and I absolutely love it. But I hope that you have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you may be. I'm glad we got to hang out with this kind of casual at-home video. I plan to, I've already done a couple of voiceless decorating videos, like you saw in the beginning of this vlog, where I had my dusters, my prop for my voiceless videos. I need to decorate my Christmas tree. I think I'll probably do that tomorrow, or maybe I might work on that later. We'll see. And yeah, I want to take us around. I haven't been able to go out and look for ravens, so I want to do that soon too. But anyway, until the next video, I will see you then. Bye.